Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself.
It's hard to be a plural wife when your husband has a wife leaving him. And I've told him several times, I feel like he's lining up all women and I'm there too, and you're there and you're there, and he's shooting us all down because Christine is a woman and he's angry and he's hurt.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Robyn is about to learn one tough lesson. You cannot be the favorite wife if you are the only wife. It took 3 other whole-ass wives to absorb Kody's chaos so that Robyn could live peacefully in her carefully constructed fantasy land. With no other wives around to be less than, all of Kody's frustration is going to fall to Robyn. And we have seen that throughout season 17, it is already taking a toll on her. Going into season 18, all of the OG wives have decided that they are better off without Kody and Robyn as well. And now Kody's kids are starting to speak out publicly, which is undoubtedly making life at the McMansion even more tense. The future does not look promising for the favorite wife. Let's get into today's video. Hey everybody, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Let's start off back in season 8 where life was good in the cul-de-sac, or so we thought. And this is when Kody decides to invite the anthropology students to move in and observe the family. I have talked about this episode before on this channel, but something that the anthropology professor said before the students moved in really stood out to me in regards to this video.
And it'd be very interesting to see how do they manage as a family living in this environment.
Who's the love wife? Who's the sex wife? Who's the mother wife?
So from his experience, each wife has a role, and he wants to know which wife is the love wife, which wife is the sex wife, which wife is the mother wife. He names generally positive adjectives here, but if you follow his logic, it would stand to reason then that means that there are wives who take on not such positive roles. I would say it's probably obvious that Christine is the mother wife, but I think she is also the wife that seemed to be the focus of what Kody loathed so much in polygamy. She was a marriage to achieve a goal, a higher celestial standing. She was, as he says, a marriage of obligation and, an advantageous move given her last name. And it was not a marriage based on anything about love or physical attraction. And this is according to Kody himself. For over a decade, Robyn has been the wife that he complained to, not that he complained about. Now that Robyn is the only wife standing, she is not only going to be the focus of his love and affection, but also his rage, frustration, and discontent. And these days, there is a lot of the latter going on with Kody. Robyn talked a lot throughout season 17 on just how much of a change Kody's demeanor has had and how that was affecting their marriage.
This last year and a half has been really shattered what I thought our family was. We're still here and we don't need to fail more. We need to fix it.
Well,
We need to fix what the problems are.
I'm exhausted. Like, who cares? If you're not with me, you're against me. F off.
And I've told him several times, I feel like he's lining up all women and I'm there too, and he's shooting us all down because Christine is a woman and he's angry and he's hurt.
I've never struggled with Kody in my marriage as bad as I am right now. I'm at a loss.
Life has been tough being married to a man that is going through one divorce. Going into next season, Robyn is going to be dealing with a man going through 2 additional separations and permanent terminations of marriage, however you want to call it. It is going to be literally impossible for Robyn to keep up this facade of anytime Kody's at her house, it's the honeymoon period. If he is only ever at her house, or rather their house, it cannot be an oasis to get away from it all. It's all going to happen there. And my biggest worry isn't so much that his marriage to Robyn is going to suffer, because in my speculation, that's pretty much a foregone conclusion. My biggest worry is that Kody is going to start nitpicking the kids, especially the older kids that still live in the McMansion. I fear he's really going to start making those kids' lives miserable. I mean, Dayton is already living in a camper outside of the house, but still on the property. Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna are all 18 or over now, so they're all technically adults, and they have not been prepared whatsoever to live on their own. Kody's other children are well used to not having Kody around, so it was more comical than anything when Kody tried to have Janelle push Gabriel and Garrison out of the house. We knew Janelle was never gonna actually do it. I mean, she said in her couch interview, like, dude, you're not even on the lease. It's always been crystal clear for Janelle and Christine that they would always pick their kids over Kody. With Robyn, I don't think that Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna have that security. I've especially become concerned now that more and more of Kody's kids are speaking out publicly. I can only imagine how enraged Kody has to be now that he's essentially being exposed. All of the kids that have spoken out publicly have really towed the line. They're still maintaining that they hope to have a better relationship with Kody in the future. But the reality is they have their own lives, their own living situations. They can speak freely without being afraid of being without basic food and shelter. Now Kody only has Robyn to mull over what mess has become of his life. I am genuinely concerned that Robyn's oldest kids could be on the receiving end of misdirected anger that is brewing inside of Kody. Seemingly from how the camper was portrayed on the show, how Kody talked about it in the one-on-one tell-all, it seems like Robyn is acquiescing to how Kody wants their living situation to look like. You know, kids that no longer want to follow the letter of the law when it comes to the rules are invited to no longer live in their house. Just how far is Robyn willing to go to appease her husband? The anthropology professor said something else that I found really interesting.
And remember, 4 wives is not the end.
Bill, I don't know if I like where you're going with this line of thinking. Do I need to wear a wedding ring?
That doesn't matter at all. Every woman I ever brought up to Colorado City, everybody was always propositioned to join their family.
The professor speaks with pretty clear certainty that he does not believe that 4 wives are the end for the Brown family. In his experience, when he would bring women up to Colorado City, even if they were in a relationship, they would still be propositioned to enter polygamy. I did a video previously where I discussed the fact that Kody said early on in the show that he doesn't ever see himself taking a 5th wife, but he would never rule it out completely. It was never a definite no. His reasoning for not wanting to take on another wife was because he didn't have the time, not because he felt like his family was complete. Well, now he has nothing but time. And his only remaining wife is now the age of the OG3 were when she came into the family. Robyn can be the most loyal, the most obedient, the most subservient wife, but what she never will be is 30 again. She is never going to be the new wife again. Robyn told Suki, the host, during the season 17 tell-all that she is open to adding more wives, but she's hesitant because of what a mess their family is at the moment. I would bet money that that is not true. No way on earth does Robyn want to ride the bench when she is used to being the starting point guard. From the way Kody and Robyn have talked on the show, and from what we've heard some of the kids say, it seems to be that Kody and Robyn do still follow the doctrine of the AUB. The anthropology professor said from what he had seen that polygamous men are never done adding wives. Kody has a wide open schedule now that he has run off his OG 3 wives and most of his kids. I have always said that I really feel like Robyn's intention has always been to be Kody's oasis away from the chaos. She wanted to be the wife that he could always come to talk shit with, and she would always be there to just agree with him and fluff his ego. I really don't think that the original wives leaving was ever Robyn's intention or on her radar at all. There is a saying, pardon my language, that says fuck around and find out, and that is exactly what is happening now. The future looks pretty bright for the OG3. For Robyn, the future looks kind of bleak. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As always, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at realiteasquad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.